Okay, black on black, black my thoughts.
Hi guys, Black is here. And guess what I plan to do? Probably this week, I am going to drive to California in my F-150. And wherever I stop to spend the night, I'm going to do DoorDash that night or the next day or the day after that, wherever I stop to spend the night. I'm going to use okay, I've heard there's some brother, if you go on YouTube, there's a brother who talks about driving across America and doing DoorDash as he drives across America. Okay. And okay, you know, I got fired from my company. I worked at a trucking company for 17 years, didn't have any accidents, got no tickets, got no violations, and the company fires me and says that I'm an unsafe driver. I'm a reckless driver. That's what the stupid ass owner said. I mean, the stupid ass manager. In any case, when she first suspended me for 2 weeks without pay, okay? But I didn't want to do it then because I see, you know, I'm gonna use this time to work on my Cadillac, you know? Dan and I didn't want to spend any money, you know, because I won't be working for 2 weeks. I didn't want to spend any money. But what changed from then and there is she later fired me. Now, I got fired last month on the 14th, March 14th, and it's now April 23rd, I think. I still haven't found a job. Now, I've been doing DoorDash, but I still haven't found a job. I've been living off my savings, DoorDash, and my YouTube check, which is not a whole lot. I got a YouTube check yesterday. It has gone up since I got fired. Yesterday, the check was like $370 some. The month before that, it was like $280, I think. But I've always wanted to drive to California. Because I'm a driver, I'm an automotive person. I love driving. And I said I want to drive through the desert. I just want to drive through the desert. I've never been through a desert. The closest I've been through a desert was South Georgia. There's a part I used to go to, I can't remember where, it was South Georgia. It was some road I would drive from like Macon. I mean, not Macon. I think it was like Columbus to Kathleen, Georgia, something like that. I think it was Butler or Reynolds, Georgia. I can't remember it. But it looked sort of kind of like the desert. Actually, the closest thing to desert I drove was through Laredo, Texas. There's a back road, I can't remember the number, to Houston. And that looked like the desert. Speaking of that, you know what? I'm going to do this. I mean, because I'm not working, except for DoorDash. I'm not working. This would be the perfect time. I have brand new tires on my F-150. It runs good. Just to be the best time. You know, I'm 53 years old, just turned 53 back in April 13th. And if I don't do it now, I'm going to be too damn old. You know, once I start working, I ain't going to be able to do it for maybe, a year or two? So this will be the perfect time for me to do it. And I'm leaving out part that you all don't know. There was another video where I told you I was going to take out $40,000 out of my 401k and I was going to use it to pay off credit cards. Well, I ended up taking 50,000 out. Why? Because they're going to take out, Well, actually, they don't take out, according to the company that I have my 401k in. Well, I'm not my 401k. I changed it from 401k to IRA, but I'm staying with the same company, right? But I decided to take 50,000 out because I don't have to take out the tax. The lady told me I don't have to take out the tax. I could just take the $50,000 out and put it in my bank and pay the taxes next year. But I don't want to play around with that much money. I don't want to play around. So I told her just take out, there's a 10% penalty because I'm 53 years old. And then I don't have to pay taxes now, I told you. But I told them, go ahead and take out 22% taxes. If it's too much, I just get a tax return next year, whatever. So basically they took out 32% of that $50,000, which was, I think she said 16,000 or something. So they're going to withhold that for the federal tax. And I was wondering, I thought that was included. I thought the Georgia taxes was included in that. But she says no, but something about the Georgia tax, there's a minimal 3.29% or 3 point something percent, which was like $1,000 or whatever. And I told her, I said, well, just take out 8% in case it changes or whatever. And she's like, well, you have to fill out some kind of form to take out 8%. I was like, well, you know what, don't worry about it. Just take out what you have to. I mean, the minimum or whatever. And I decided I would just take that 3 point whatever percent, add another, 5% to it. And I just keep that 5% in a separate, it's in the same checking account, but I'm just going to put it on a separate piece of paper so I won't touch it. All right. So I did this yesterday, right? I think she said the money's going to take 3 days before it becomes available. But I mean, I can start my trip now because I have other money. But I'm probably going to wait. Because also I plan to try to get, I have a felon, okay? And I'm going to talk to a lawyer. I'm going to do that today. I didn't do it yesterday because I was doing some stuff, but I'm going to do it today. I'm going to call a lawyer and try to get this felony stuff taken out of my history because it'll be a lot easier for me to get another job. I haven't even tried to look for a job. The only job I looked for, I got, which was, DoorDash. DoorDash did a background check, but they said I was legal. The funny thing was, after DoorDash said that I was okay to drive, I decided to try Lyft again. Because, I applied for Lyft some years ago. I worked out like a year. They did a background check and deactivated me because of some stuff I did 30 years ago. Stole some damn cars. So I went back and I applied with Lyft again, and they turned me down because of some stuff I did 30 years ago. Uber turned me down. Back when I applied for Lyft, I first applied for Uber, and Uber wouldn't hire me because of the stuff I did 30 years ago. So see, that's the reason why I need to get that taken care of. At least try to. Because, see, I'm the kind of person, I don't believe in driving raggedy, broke down, low-class equipment. I believe in driving nice equipment. If I can't work for a company, that's the thing I liked about NEMA. NEMA had nasty-ass equipment because they had nasty-ass drivers, but they had fairly new equipment. Once the truck get about 500 miles, 500,000, they get a new vehicle, a new truck, And I'm not into driving old ass, nasty, unsafe equipment. I'm just not into that. Right? But anyway, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna grab some clothes. I guess I need clothes for 5 days? Change of clothes. And I can, stop at the laundromat and wash clothes or whatever. And I'm going to drive to California. So where am I going to go to California? I joked around and said I want to go to Chino. Somebody said there's nothing there but a prison. I like that name, Chino. But I don't know. I might go to, I guess I'll probably go to Los Angeles. You know, I mean, LA, everybody talk about LA. You know, is it Fresno, California? There's a video on TikTok of a restaurant, and there's a jazzy talking, sound like she's Asian lady or some kind of food place, restaurant, and where she talks real jazzy, I mean, extremely jazzy. And they supposed to sell like really, really good food. I think it's in Fresno, California, I think it's Fresno, California. Is Fresno? Or is that Texas? Well, anyway, I'm gonna look it up. And I think I'm gonna check that restaurant out. I'm also gonna stop in New Orleans, because there's a restaurant in New Orleans I never been to. And today is Tuesday. I think it don't open on Thursday. So I might wait till tomorrow and leave, because I think that restaurant in Louisiana is open on Thursday till whatever. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. Yeah, I can drive to New Orleans in one day. I mean, especially my F-150. That's no problem at all. Also, y'all, some years ago, you might have heard me talk about my niece. And I made a video about her that pissed her off. And she hasn't spoke to me since. And that's been, I don't know, 3-4 years. She lives in Houston. So I'll probably stop by her house and see if she want to talk or whatever. And also, I used to go to Laredo, Texas. There was a Mexican guy. I'm not going to call his name, but I used to go to this company, and there was this Mexican guy. He was real nice. He and I became friends. I have his number, you know. I text him from time to time. He knows I'm gay. He's not gay. I'm not attracted to him like that, but I like him as a friend. You know, he's not skinny. He is younger than me. He's like mid-30s or whatever. He's really big. Like he's probably smaller than me, but he's real big. He loves weed. He's like the only weed person I like, you know. I think I'm gonna stop in Laredo and talk to him, see him, go to lunch or something. I haven't seen him, because that's when I quit going to Laredo. I said I wasn't gonna go to Laredo no more, because he quit the company we used to deliver to, or they fired him or something. I can't remember. Whatever reason, he didn't work there no more. And so the place he worked, we didn't go. So I told him I'm not going back to Laredo. And that's another reason why they probably fired me, because I wouldn't go back to Laredo anymore, you know. But anyway, I'm gonna go holler at him. And like I said, I've always wanted to drive through the desert. And Arizona, I've never been to Arizona. I don't know, I think it's gonna be a road trip. It's gonna be a road trip. And that's what I'm gonna do. And this is, to me, the perfect time to do. I have the money to do it. I damn sure have the time. And I have a pretty good running vehicle. My F-150's only got 101,000 miles on it. And it still does not use any oil. Speaking of that, well, is it time for oil change? I think the last time I checked, I was at 50% oil. So I don't think I will have any problem. I think I can drive there and back without needing the oil change. Because also, you know, they claim that you can drive the truck down to 0% without hurting. But I always change that. I think the lowest I've been was 15%. But anyway, that's another video. Some guy said I was killing my engine. No, let me change that. Yeah, he said I was killing my engine. He actually said it was a death sentence because I'm going by the computer. Yeah, whatever, man. Again, I go by the computer, right? My truck has 101,000 miles. It does not use any oil. So apparently I'm not hurting my engine. but that's another story. This is Dre. If you have any questions, comments, leave them. Y'all have a good day. Bye.